One of the commonly asked questions we receive here at the Disability Digest is, how much money can I make and apply for disability? And or how much money can I make and keep my disability check? Right? That's why I have the prop up on the screen here. I'm going to take the confusion out of this for you today, hopefully with this video. So there's two different criteria. The first one I want to explain to you is what is referred to as substantial gainful activity, and that's for those that are going through the disability approval process. If you're already approved, hang on, I'm going to address you in a minute. So what this means, or they call it SGA, is how much money you can make and apply for disability in the eyes of Social Security by the regulations. So the links for these pages I'm going to cover will be below the video here when you're done. So down here, just move my screen a little bit more. It shows in 2017 two different figures. If you're visually impaired or blind, it's $1,950. If you're a non-blind disability applicant, meaning that you're applying for disabilities and it's not for being visually impaired, then it would be $1,170 a month that you can earn. Now, that's what the regulation says. This is what my experience has taught me, is that if you are working and trying to get your Social Security disability benefits, these are very difficult cases to get approved. And the reason is, the premise of a disability case is I'm not able to work and I am applying for my disability benefits. So when you're working even a little bit, earning $500, $600, $700 a month, that opens the argument for Social Security to say, well, with some reasonable accommodations, we believe that you could do some work. Or with better treatment, I believe that you could do your job. So just beware, and that makes it difficult, of course, to get your benefits. However, when you are approved for disability, it's a different criteria, and it's called, this page is referenced as the trial work period. And what the trial work period is, as it's explained on this page, is any month that you exceed the trial work period amount, it's counted as a month towards your trial work period and potentially can have an impact on your benefits. So if you stay below that trial work period amount, then it will have no impact on your benefits. So to address the question, how much money can I make and keep my benefits? The amount for 2017, the time of this recording, down here is $840 a month. Okay, so for $840 a month, there's two ways to look at that. If you're an employee working and getting a paycheck and a W-2 statement, then it's $840 a month. It's also looked at differently if you're running your own business, because that $840 is not the gross amount of money that you make. It is the amount of money that you net after your expenses. So if you're working at home, doing an independent contractor job, or doing something like that, that we encourage you to do, then you take all of your earnings and you deduct your expenses, and that is the amount that you average over an annual basis. Now, very important, I repeat, I am not a tax guy. So I would consult a tax professional, bring them this link and explain the situation so that they can make sure that when you file your taxes and they understand the regulation, that everything is in place and it's fine. But that's my understanding of how the gross earnings and the net earnings work. So if you're doing something from home and maybe you're already paying for your phone or your internet or your computer, these are all expenses that you can now incorporate into your business if you haven't done so already. And $840 a month, earning that, averaging that earning over the course of a year can make a significant difference, considering the average disability check is like $1,100 a month. So just to recap, we have the substantial gainful activity for those that are going through the application process, and that's the $1,170 a month for most people, unless you're visually impaired, it's more. And once you're approved, you are subject to the trial work period. If you exceed the amount that's stated on this page, then your trial work period kicks in. That's a separate conversation we'll cover in another video. So those are the two differences. I hope this information has been helpful in helping you understand what you can do to get your check and how much you can make and keep your Social Security disability benefits. This has been Brian Terrian. The links are right below with some additional help. Thank you. Have a great day.